my channel. Let me just take a moment and express my gratitude with you guys for reaching out to me and asking me so many questions in relation to sorority life. You guys have no idea how much it means to me that you guys trust me enough to ask me questions that you're not really comfortable asking anybody else, and I'm able to provide an answer for you, or provide at best what I can advise you guys to do. And I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me and asking me questions. You have no idea how much it means to me. It makes me feel really good knowing that people care about my opinion and they really genuinely need help, and that I'm able to provide assistance for them. So you guys, thank you so much for reaching out to me. It really means a lot. If you can't tell, it really means a lot, and I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me. To those of you who come out to your sororities, congratulations. I'm super proud of you guys, and I'm so happy. And for those of you who let me know that my advice helped you get there, thank you so much for letting me know. And if you guys could just continue letting people know that my advice is really helpful, I would greatly appreciate it. Just share, subscribe, comment, anything that you guys can do to help will be greatly appreciated. I really enjoy doing these videos, and I enjoy offering as much help as I can to you guys. So just knowing that the information that I provide is helping people really makes me feel good, and it makes me want to continue doing these types of videos. So you guys, thank you so much for your involvement and for your comments and all your messages that you sent me. I greatly appreciate it. So with that out of the way, let's get into this next video. Today we're going to talk about how to network with grad chapter, and this is whether you're an undergrad or whether you're in graduate chapter already. Just some tips and information on how to network with the graduate chapter. I love using graduate chapter as a resource because, if I haven't said it before, you're dealing with working adults. You're dealing with people who have already settled in their careers, or people who are retired from their careers, or people who are just getting started in their careers. With me being in graduate chapter, I am among the youngest members in my graduate chapter, so I'm dealing with sorors who are a lot older than me. Well, not by that much, but they're basically older than me, and they have way different experiences than I do, and I love talking to them, and I love doing things with them because it's just helping me network and helping me build other relationships with other people. If you're in a graduate chapter and you don't know how to network, here's my advice to you. Attend the events. So if they invite you somewhere, or if they have a social, go to the events and go to the socials. My favorite thing to do in graduate chapter, or not even in graduate chapter, basically in a sorority, is going to area meetings and regionals and nationals. Now, I haven't been to regionals in a while, and nationals too, simply because, oh my gosh, I never have time to go. I would really love to start that back up this year, to go to nationals, because who doesn't want to go to nationals? I think our nationals is in Atlanta next year, because we have Boule. It's not called nationals. We have Boule every 2 years, and I think our next one is in 2020, and it'll be in Atlanta, so that's close to my house. So I'm going to Boule in 2020, rest assured. Regionals is always in the southeast area, so I think we've had a few in Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. Do we have regionals in South Carolina yet? I don't know. I don't think we have. We've had area in South Carolina. We had area last year in South Carolina. We're going to have area again, I believe, this year in South Carolina, because we have 2 graduate chapters in South Carolina, or in Columbia, I'm sorry. We have 2 graduate chapters in Columbia, so we're probably going to have area again in the other area with the other graduate chapter. But use those events to network, because that's where everybody comes together. Bring your cards, bring business cards, come with a little bag so that you can collect people's cards, and have your phone with you, because it gives you an opportunity to meet sorors from all over everywhere, and you never know when you're going to need assistance or when you're going to need those sorors. I think the best part of being in a sorority is that you get to network with people automatically just based off of going to the meetings, and I've always taken advantage of meeting people from an area that I've never been to before, to be like, oh, I would love to come visit Texas someday. Can I reach out, or can we link up when I get there? And they're more likely they'll be like, yeah, sure, hit me up, soror, you can come stay with me, blah blah blah, and you know, you've already had a set connection that way. So I always recommend going to area regionals and your nationals, just so you can connect with people from all over everywhere, because you never know when you're going to need somebody in that area. The other thing that I recommend doing is just attending social events. A lot of times you have sorors who are active, but they don't come to chapter, but they'll come to the social events. They be like that sometimes, which is fine. So they'll come to the social events, and if you never met them before, introduce yourself and be like, hey, I would love to have lunch with you someday and just get to know you, because I've seen you in chapter, or I've seen you on the roster, and I just want to pick your brain a little bit. Tell me about your experience with your sorority and undergrad and stuff. So they like that. They like to feel like people want to hear their advice, and they like to feel like mentors to other people. So I'm always interacting with graduate chapter. I haven't so much lately, but when I first joined, I was always hanging around somebody different so that I could figure out what they do, what they like. A lot of my sorors are former military, so when I have questions about if I want to enlist, which I wouldn't, but if someone ever had questions about being a JAG lawyer or joining Marines versus Army versus Navy, I have so many different sorors who've done different routes where I can ask them, hey, what was your experience in this, and they can offer their advice. So I love picking people's brains and things like that. My background was in PR, if you guys didn't know, so I love asking questions anyways, but I love doing that. Another thing I recommend doing if you're in graduate chapter and you want to network is request a mentor. A lot of times when you're transitioning into grad chapter and you don't really know the people, ask somebody if you can just hang around them and if they could show you the ropes for graduate chapter, because graduate chapters sometimes function differently than undergrad, and you want to know different things. Like if you ever want to be an advisor and you have 3 or 4 vice presidents who are advisors, spend time with them and hang out with them and see how they network with other advisors in the area or other area coordinators in the area. If you're looking to move up within your sorority, hang out with the people who are already on the up and up so that they can put in a good word for you in the future when you want to join a different level of leadership. I've seen that happen a lot of times in my graduate chapter, is when you want to be in a leadership role, you hang around people who are already in leadership roles so that you can not only learn the information but learn how to get where you want to go. If you're in undergrad and you're looking to network, I feel like it's the same process. You want to find someone in graduate chapter that you can connect to and basically use them as a mentor. You'll go to lunch with them, go to dinner with them, attend graduate chapter meetings. A lot of undergrads don't know that you can attend graduate chapter meetings even though you're an undergrad, mainly because they want to get to know you in graduate chapter. A lot of times they'll know the undergraduate president and undergraduate vice president because they're somewhat required to attend at least 1 graduate chapter meeting, or at least in my sorority, we require them to attend 1 to 2 graduate chapter meetings just so they'll be acquainted with the members of graduate chapter, because who wants to sponsor people that they don't really know, you know? And who wants to be sponsored by people that they don't really know? So if you're not in a leadership role in undergrad and you're just looking for kind of a person to go to in graduate chapter, attend graduate chapter meetings. A lot of times it's only once a month, maybe twice, and it's on a day when you're not in school, like a Saturday or a Sunday maybe. And just attend the meetings and find someone that you can connect with in graduate chapter and spend time with them. Graduate chapter members are not these vicious older women who just boss undergrads around. We're actually really cool. Well, I'm really cool. And we don't mind taking people under our wing and basically showing them the ropes, because it's the same process. If you want to join a leadership role in graduate chapter, when you eventually transition to graduate chapter, you're going to want to have a point of contact that can put in a good word for you and who can help you get there along the way. And if you're an undergrad and you're looking to network, when you're attending area or attending regionals, ask those people who are in graduate chapter if they have any internship opportunities or if they have any shadowing opportunities. If you're interested in doing a different career in undergrad and you don't know what route to take, ask your sorors if they can provide you with a guideline. Basically ask them their advice on how they would do certain things, and 9 times out of 10 they're more than willing to help you figure out where you want to go and what you want to do. A lot of people who are in graduate chapter are part of businesses or former positions of interest to undergrads, where they can ask them, hey, do you mind if I shadow you for a day? Or hey, do you mind if I ask you if you have internship opportunities, or what's it called, independent study opportunities? A lot of times we have that. Some of the grad chapter members are also in higher education as well, so they'll know who to talk to help you get where you're going. But this is basically my advice on how to network with the graduate chapter. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Like I said, if you have any questions, you guys already know where to hit me up. But if you don't know and you're new to my channel, you can follow me on Instagram, which is KelsTells. You can also email me at KelsTells.all@gmail.com. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And I also have a Facebook page. A lot of people don't know that, but my Facebook page is KelsTells as well. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up on any one of those social media outlets, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.